Okay, I'm making a turtle dock, a floating turtle dock for my turtle enclosure. It is a galvanized water trough. I got a little spigot down at the bottom I can let dirty water out. And to control the water level to maximum height, I drilled a hole in here with a bit designed for metal. So that's there, so when water rises up to this point, it'll spill out. Like when I'm at work, it's raining. It's really a good hard rain will fill this thing all the way up. Water level's about here maximum anyway, but it fills it up, and then it gives the chance for her to escape. Now I have this fencing over here to keep predators out, and right now I just have a piece of wood lodged in there for her to come bask on. But there's times that I empty the water here and I forget to shut this off, and it can take about a good 6 to 8 hours to drain all the way down when I have a little trickle like this, little, just a little tiny trickle, and this stuff will empty out, and that's happened several times. Then she climbs up to here and then sees me coming. She falls into the water, except now she's got a little bit of a drop, and I don't really like her doing that. So I went ahead and just said I'm going to do a floating dock. So what I did is I took a container, empty container about 8 by 8 inches, maybe about an inch or so deep, and I got some quick setting cement I stuck in here, and with that I put a 1/2 inch PVC pipe cut to about 2 feet, and on this, now that these stones are not necessary, they're just decorative for those who may want to do this in an aquarium. You can put that in there, but otherwise it's just cement with a PVC pipe in there. This is 1/2 inch, and I went ahead and I cut a piece of 3/4 inch into a little bit, like say about an inch long, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in just a minute. But that's technically it's going to be over here, and then when the water levels raise up, the dock's going to come up with this cap here, end cap. I stick it there, and this will allow this to only go so far up and then stop, and then the water level can come down. As the tank fills up, it can come up. You get the idea. So that's the idea for that. So this was a quick sitting cement, a 50-pound bag, cost me like about $4 at Lowe's, maybe $5. PVC pipe I had laying around, you can get a big piece for about $2, about 10 feet. And so anyway, that's what I'm doing here. Now I made a template of my tank measurement. I made a template with some cardboard, cut it out, decided I want to do a little bit smaller in some areas, and I cut a hole where I want this pipe to go. Now I cut a hole, and I'm going to put it on just like that. Same thing here. I'm just going to do another one. I got the other one over here. Let me just pull that out of there. This here weighs about 10 pounds. So I'm just going to put it there. Now what I'm going to use to fill around this is this expansion foam. And it's great stuff. Pond and Stone. It cost me $10 at Ace. I've got one on order, about $9 on Amazon, coming in next week. This should, once it goes down wet, it should expand out. And it will expand out, probably raise about 2 inches. It's insulation type foam, but they make one here for ponds, which is waterproof and tightens up, and it's made basically for ponds. So, but I'm going to use this and just let it get to about an inch, about the tip of that. So it should come out about right there, and then expand up a little bit. And then I'm just going to come around the edges and start to fill it in a little bit. And I don't want it too thick, because this stuff will float. But what I do want it to do is I want it to, I can sand it down if I need to once it's dry. I think it takes about 8 hours to cure. So, and hopefully this one can will do both. If not, I'll have to use the other can next week to fill in the gaps. So we'll see how it turns out.